Oh, what's going on, everyone? So we have a interesting filing sitting on SIBO. I just got an email notification. This is a crazy one. Notice of filing and immediate effectiveness of a proposed rule change to reflect an amendment to the application and exemptive order governing the following funds, shares of which are listed and traded on the exchange under BZX Rule 14.11M. And the funds are Fidelity Growth Opportunities ETF, Fidelity Magellan ETF, Fidelity Real Estate Investment ETF, Fidelity Small Mid-Cap Opportunities ETF, Fidelity Blue Chip Value ETF, Fidelity Blue Chip Growth ETF, and Fidelity New Millennium ETF. Now, the purpose of this rule is to reflect an amendment to the application and exemptive order governing the following funds, shares of which are listed and traded on the BZX exchange, Rule 14.11. Now, again, the purpose of it is for permitting the listing and trading or pursuant to unlisted trading privileges of tracking fund shares, which are securities issued by an actively managed open-end management investment company. So they're going to permit the listing and trading or pursuant to unlisted trading privileges, which is the UTP plan, which allows for the trading of unlisted securities, basically. It's going to use this rule 14.11M, which it adopted on May 21st, 2020, which basically allowed them to track the fund shares, the list and trade shares of these ETFs, basically, as an open-end investment company. So when aggregated in the same specified minimum number, these securities may be redeemed at a holder's request, which holder will be paid a specified tracking basket and or a cash amount with a value equal to the next determined net asset value. And the portfolio rule requires the exchange to file separate proposals before listing any trading of any series of tracking fund shares on the exchange. So you have all these funds. You have them doing this amendment to the exemptive order that came out, which basically it's going to allow them to publish a basket of securities. These funds will publish a basket of securities and cash that, while different from the fund's portfolio, is designed to closely track its daily performance. So the prior application stated that the tracking basket will solely consist of a combination of select, recently disclosed portfolio holdings, liquid U.S. exchange-traded funds that convey information about the types of instruments that are not otherwise fully represented by the strategy components in which a fund invests, and cash equivalents. As set forth in the approval order and in the notice, investments made by the funds will comply with the conditions set forth in the prior application and the prior exemptive order. So basically, this one here is going to allow them to comply with this condition of the updated application and the updated exemptive order, which is they're going to allow and permit an issuer to include select securities from the fund's investment universe in the fund's tracking basket. So that's a strange term, investment universe. So basically, they can be of different weightings and different. They can be of mixed weightings. Like, so they can have a universe of ETFs now. Like, because GME is a large cap, they can have GME in a small cap now if they wanted to, because it's quote unquote in their universe, their investment universe. So the reasoning behind this, and when the statutory basis section is interesting, they just put the the very cliche sentences like, this is designed to prevent fraudulent manipulative acts and practices, to promote just and equitable principles of trade, to foster cooperation and coordination with persons engaged in regulation, clearing, settling, processing information with respect to and facilitating transactions and securities, to remove impediments and perfect the mechanism of free and open market and a national market system, and in general to protect investors and the public interest. Yeah, it's like everything cliche they spit out in one paragraph. So basically, it's going to permit them, again, to operate consistent with the updated condition and the updated application, to allow them to invest through the investment universe with different weightings. And do they even give a reasoning whatsoever? It's intended to reflect the change. Okay, we know that. It will consider the suspension of trading in and will commence delisting proceedings for a series of tracking fund shares pursuant to Rule 14.12 if, among other things, the exchange is aware that the investment company is not in compliance with the conditions of any exemptive order or no action relief granted by the commission. So There you have it. Well, we'll have to see what comes of this. It's going to post to the register tomorrow. I believe the approval notice will. That puts the implementation date on Wednesday. So there you have it.